Hi there, welcome to my channel Crewvn.com.
Our journey begins with the estimated time of departure, or ETD. This isn't just a set timestamp, but a fluid, ever-changing calculation shaped by countless variables. The chief officer is the maestro of this symphony. With a keen eye on cargo data, they liaise with the port agent, adjusting the ETD to account for potential hiccups. It's a dance between precision and adaptability, ensuring the grand departure unfolds smoothly. Remember, in the world of maritime operations, flexibility is key. As departure day arrives, the chief officer ensures everyone is informed of the latest ETD. It's a day of action, precision and teamwork with all hands on deck. It's not just about the hustle and bustle of departure, but also about a detailed orchestration of tasks that each crew member performs with utmost diligence. The deck crew puts their muscles and minds to work, securing the cargo with precision and care. The ship's trim and stability are evaluated and adjusted if necessary, ensuring a safe and balanced voyage ahead. Concurrently, the technical team conducts thorough equipment checks, leaving no stone unturned. They ensure everything from the navigation systems to the lifeboats are in top-notch condition. Meanwhile, the bridge team is busy preparing for the journey. They review the passage plan, double-check the navigation equipment, and synchronize all clocks. Amidst this flurry of activity, the chief officer keeps a close watch, ensuring all tasks are executed flawlessly. Cargo operations are meticulously checked, hatches are secured, and deck equipment is stowed for sea. The last few hours of cargo operations can be a real scramble. As the clock ticks down, the chief officer and the crew are laser-focused on the task at hand. This isn't just about loading or unloading goods. It's about verifying each piece of cargo, checking its condition, and ensuring it's safely stowed and secured. During these final stages, the ship becomes a hive of activity. Stevedores hustle, machines whir, and the air is thick with a sense of urgency. Yet, amidst all this, there's a palpable undercurrent of discipline and precision. The chief officer is the calm in this storm, meticulously overseeing every detail. Safety is paramount. Every decision, every action is guided by a commitment to protect the crew, the cargo, and the vessel. Even the smallest oversight can lead to significant consequences at sea, so no stone is left unturned. A final draft survey confirms the ship's stability before setting sail. This is the moment of truth, the culmination of all the hard work put in by the chief officer and the crew. And with that, the ship is one step closer to the open ocean. While the deck crew focuses on cargo, the bridge team preps for departure. This team, led by the captain and the chief officer, is responsible for the ship's navigation and communication systems. They meticulously check each piece of equipment, from the radar and gyro compass to the echo sounder and GPS. The ship's clocks are synchronized, ensuring the team operates on a unified schedule. The passage plan, detailing the ship's route from port to port, is reviewed and finalized. Meanwhile, below deck in the engine room, the chief engineer and their team spring into action. They conduct a thorough check of the ship's propulsion system, verifying the functionality of the main engine, generators, and other crucial machinery. These checks are vital to ensure the ship can safely sail the high seas. The stern is cleared and safety measures are in place, such as fire suppression systems and alarm panels. The chief engineer conducts engine tests, ensuring the stern is clear and safety measures are in place. With all systems go, the final steps involve securing the ship for sea. This is where the chief officer and the crew ensure that everything on board is ready to face the open waters. It's a meticulous process that leaves no room for error. The crew starts by securing all the onboard equipment. Cranes, lifeboats, and other movable items are firmly fastened to prevent any movement during the journey. This not only protects the equipment, but also ensures the safety of everyone on board. Next, the ship's stores are checked. It's vital to ensure that all supplies are adequately stocked and securely stowed. You wouldn't want any surprises once you're out at sea, would you? The forecastle, or the area at the front of the ship, is then tidied up. This area often houses various equipment and can quickly become cluttered, so a thorough cleanup is essential before departure. Finally, all connections to shore are disconnected. The ship is now a standalone entity, ready to brave the ocean's waves. The remaining hatches are battened down, providing the last layer of protection against the sea's unpredictable nature. All connections to shore are disconnected and remaining hatches are battened down. The pilot arrives to guide the ship out of the harbour. This marks a pivotal moment in our departure process. The pilot, an expert in local waterways, boards the ship to provide invaluable knowledge and guidance as we navigate through the complexities of the harbour. Now it's time for the unmooring process to begin. The chief officer, ever vigilant, oversees this crucial operation. Each line that binds the ship to the quay is methodically released, a delicate dance that requires clear communication and precise execution. But we're not on our own in this endeavour. Tugboats, those powerful companions of the sea, are on standby, ready to lend their strength. They nudge and pull, assisting in manoeuvring the behemoth vessel out of its berth, a testament to the marvel of teamwork on the water. And finally, as the ship begins to glide away from the port, the last few lines are carefully released. Tugboats assist in manoeuvring the vessel, and lines are carefully released. The ship is now free, ready to embark on its voyage towards the open sea. As the ship departs, the crew stows mooring lines and secures equipment. This final phase of departure is a bustling hive of activity, with each crew member performing critical tasks to ensure a safe voyage. The chief officer, vigilant as ever, keeps a keen eye on the sea state and any potential obstacles. The safety of the ship and its crew is paramount, and the chief officer's expertise is essential in navigating these initial waters. Meanwhile, the deck crew busily secures the remaining mooring lines, their hands deftly moving in a practiced dance of seafaring tradition. The ship begins to feel the full sway of the ocean, a gentle reminder that the open sea awaits. The engine room hums with steady rhythm, a testament to the chief engineer's meticulous preparations. All systems are checked once more, ensuring the ship's readiness for the journey ahead. Anchors are secured, decks are cleared, and the ship is ready for the open ocean.